Good evening, everybody. A little bit late tonight, but that's because I didn't get in until 10 o'clock. And so I just had to give myself a few minutes to gather my thoughts. Well, I don't know whether I've gathered my thoughts, but I gathered myself a drink. I've got my lovely little Minnie Mouse ears on because I can. And just going to refresh the page so that I can see the comments as everybody comes in and joins me. I am I welcome any of the live viewers coming in now and anybody watching on the replay. This is being recorded. Hi Shania, this is being recorded on where are we? Tuesday evening, and it is the 31st of July, the last day of July. We're almost into a new month. My goodness, where are the months going? But the end, almost the end of another month. And so, as I say, apologies for being late, but I didn't get in till 10 o'clock. Wasn't the plan, wasn't ever the plan. I thought I was going to be home hours ago, but you know, my book, plan A never works. So I never rely on plan A. And so we are now on whatever plan it is. I don't know. It's probably plan Z by now, but who cares? So anyway, I have had a lovely day. I've had some lovely day. I've had some lovely part of the day. I've also had the rumbling old stuff that's going on in my personal background that I have alluded to. It's still rumbling away, but do you know what? I'm not going to let it get me down. I did meet one of my regular viewers today, and he said, Lynn, why don't you give yourself a night off this evening, because he knows about the stuff that's rumbling away in my background. And I said, no, actually, if I take time off to worry about that, I am not in front of all you lovely people who actually uplift me and keep me going when you know the life is throwing its curveballs. So hello Keith there, nice to see you. I think Janet came in as well. Be strong, that's right, be strong and be Minnie Mouse because I can. And I'll tell you about the Minnie Mouse ears in why I'm wearing Minnie Mouse ears. Oh, I'm wearing them because I can. Hi everybody. So let's start with today. Let's start with my Butterfly Whispers, because this is such an uplifting book. And I've uplifted it. Look, there you go. Right. The 14th Dalai Lama, the spiritual leader of Tibet, once said, I'm sure we all feel the same about the troubles in the world and consequently pretty helpless. But you see, in reality, we only have control over ourselves. If we are at peace with ourselves and pass this feeling on to others, eventually it will have an enormous effect and far beyond that which we dare to believe. Hi, Leanne. Have a peaceful day. Well, I have had mostly a peaceful day. As I say, there's rubbish rumbling on in my background. It's going to rumble on for some long time yet. But, you know, it's just got to rumble, and it's got to rumble its way out. You know, at some stage it will have to stop rumbling. But on the other hand, you know, life goes on, and lots of great things going on. So today, let's see. Oh, take my Minnie Mouse ears off. Oh, actually, I've squashed it a bit, but I had my hairdresser came to me. My hairdresser comes here. She stands here and does my hair in my lounge, and it looked pretty nice this morning. It's got a bit squashed now, and that's my lovely friend Jane. And I'm going to give her a shout out for her. Yeah, relaxation, use the app car. I will have a look at that, Leanne. I do remain fairly calm through all this, but I will certainly have a look at that. Always up for recommendations. So anyway, I'm just going to recommend. This is really a recommendation for people on the island, because I'm going to recommend my hairdresser. But my hairdresser also does makeup. She's a consultant with Mary Kay Cosmetics. I personally very rarely wear makeup, but she is a great advocate for Mary Kay, and she always does makeup for me when I have special occasions. So a year ago, I think either today or yesterday, I can't remember the date, it was my nephew's UK wedding, because he had two weddings. He married an Australian girl, so they had an Australian wedding and a UK wedding, and it was either today. I've got so muddled up with it. No, I think it was either the 29th or the 30th. Anyway, and if you look at the header on my Facebook page, there's a picture of me done up. You know, I've done up to the nines on the wedding day, and I'm on the picture there is of me with my future daughter-in-law, and But Jane, my hairdresser, did my makeup on that occasion because I wear makeup for special occasions. So, but what I want to tell you about Jane for, hang on, let's go and let's find the, what I want to tell you about Jane, whoops, let's go on here, hang on, I'm going to put a link in. I want to share some love, so let me share the love, because Jane has been doing some live streaming, and I wanted to compliment her on her live streaming. Hang on, let's get the live stream. Whoops, hang on. She did that, right, let's get the live stream. Here we go. She did a live stream of some new Mary Kay products, and I just wanted to share a bit of, oops, oh no, it didn't copy it, sorry. It's playing up again. I did copied the URL of the live stream, and it gave me something else. It didn't give me the right thing. Let's see if it'll do it if I play the game now. There we go. So this is my friend Jane, my hairdresser, who is also Mary Kay, and she did a video. So I just like everybody to go on and give it a bit of love if you can. She's also the one who gave me the Butterfly Whispers book. It's somebody she knows is the author of the book, but Jane got one of these for me, and very grateful I am to have it too. So yeah, so Jane was here. She did my hair this morning. Then we sat and had a little chat, and put the world to rights before she had to go on to her next client. And then I headed over to Shanklin today, and so the reason, hi Melanie, the reason that I went to Shanklin today was it was the children's carnival, Shanklin Children's Carnival today, and oh, excuse me, sorry. So that's not why I'm wearing Minnie Mouse ears. I'll tell you that in a minute. But I went over to Shanklin, and I asked the bus driver. I'm fine, Melanie, thank you. I hope you're well too. So I asked the bus driver, where was the nearest stop to the road I wanted, and he hadn't got a clue where the road I wanted was. And in London, the taxi drivers have to have local knowledge. Surely it would be a good idea for our bus drivers here on the island to have local knowledge. I wasn't asking for a way out, a place that was totally out of the way. It was quite a well-known street, I thought, that I was asking for, but he hadn't got a clue. But fortunately, one of the bus drivers, one of the bus passengers knew, so was able to tell me which stop to get off at. And so anyway, I went off and I found where they were congregating with the Children's Carnival. Now, it's not like the main carnivals where you get lots of floats and things. In the Children's Carnival, it's all just kiddies walking, and I found them, and there weren't very many of them, but never mind. So they said that the parade was going to leave at 2. So what I did, I was there before 2. I was there about 1:45, and I did a quick live stream just before they were getting into the parade, and just that, and then I finished that, and I thought, right, I do that on my personal page, and then I hop over to the Isle of Wight live page for the actual filming of the processions. And I was just going to get into position, and it was only 10 to 2, and so I'd gone down the road to be in the right position to get them. Suddenly they come past, and it's 10 to 2, and I'm not ready, and they've gone past me before I've even got the cameras sorted. So I sort of took a bit of them going past, then I had to run down Regent Street and get ahead of them so that I could live stream them coming past. So that was a bit of, and I noticed somebody else put a comment on my live stream pages saying I was standing outside Ladies' Realm at 5 to, not me, this lady was, at 5 to 2, and they were already going past. I said, yes, they actually left 10 minutes early, which is not really a good idea when you've advertised it to be at 2. And the thing is, it was so short that you blinked and almost missed it. But it was lovely. It was lovely. I love seeing all the kiddies dressed up, and there was some nice entries there. The overall winner was a friends and family group, the first time they've ever been in the carnival, and they did a lovely circus. They converted a pushchair into a big top circus tent, and then there was a little strong man, and there was even a baby in a pushchair. Was they'd made a lion's cage to go around the baby, and so don't disturb the lion cub, they said, and it was just lots of fun. They were tiny little dots. So anyway, that's why I went to Shanklin, and so I have live streamed that. So let's find the live stream, so that if you want to see what I did, you will be able to see it. I can point you in the right direction. Hang on. Whoopsie-daisy. It's on my Isle of Wight live page. Here we go. So let's see. So, and tomorrow I'm going back to Shanklin. Hi, Sarah. Going back to Shanklin because tomorrow it is the main carnival. Hi, Ali. Oh, there's Ali. Ali and I met on a train the other day. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy the live stream, Janet. Yes, Ali, who's just come into the broadcast, she and I met on a train. I randomly sat next to her. We started a conversation, and all of a sudden she turned around to me and said, "Are you David's sister?" And just out of the blue, and and so there we are. Look, now we're Facebook friends. So that was lovely, and I have reported back to David and to the family that I met Ali on the train. So that was the network's expanding all the time. The friendships are growing all the time. And hello, there's Jade coming in now. Hi, Jade. Nice to see you. So anyway, let's find the live stream of whoops. Hang on. Let's just see when it plays So let's get the live stream of the Children's Carnival this afternoon. Tomorrow is the main carnival, tomorrow night. I think it's at 7 o'clock. Yes, I'm sure it's 7 o'clock. Hang on. Whoopsie, hang on. Whoops. Sorry, I'm just going to hang on. I'm trying to well, that's fun, isn't it? It's not giving me the opportunity to copy the URL for this. Hang on, why is that happening? Oh, challenges. Oh, whoopsie. Oh, we don't want the noise on. Hang on. Whoops. Oh, it's thank you, Shania. There we are. Yes, Shania will be there. Shania is part of the Ventnor Carnival Committee, and the Ventnor Carnival Queens will be in the Shanklin. Oh dear, I get confused. Yes, it's Shanklin tomorrow, but the Ventnor Carnival Queens will be in the Shanklin Carnival, and I look forward to that. And now I've lost the URL again. Oh, come on, play the game. Here we go. That's it. This is it. So this was the children's. That was the children's carnival. And Shania, I've got to look and see. I've got to find out where the carnival starts tomorrow. Maybe you can point me in the right direction. The bus drivers didn't even know the roads where I was supposed to be today. So I need to look up and find out. Hi, Sandy. So Shania, if you can tell me what road it is that the carnival procession starts off from, or where you're all congregating, then I like now to be at the front of the carnivals, because I get much better footage if I'm right there and you're all fresh. You're fresh as you start the carnival route. By the time you get to the end of it, everybody's getting a bit tired. So I like to be at the beginning. So I have to find out where I'm going, and to get the number. Yes, the number 3. Where will I get off the bus, Shania? Tell me where to get off. Actually, I'm going to be in Shanklin earlier because I've got an appointment. I needed to go and see Jason. Get off the Old Village, right? Okay, that's fine. Where do the floats congregate? Because sometimes I like to come down and have a look at them before they actually get into the procession. So tell me where they're congregating. Get off at I know where the Old Village is, so that's fine. See, it's wonderful when you've got people who know where to send me. But I'm going to be in Shanklin most of the day tomorrow. I needed to go back to see Jason of Isle of Wight feet. He's correcting something that's wrong with one of my feet, but it's a great correction. I can recommend him highly. And I popped in to see him today to see when I could get an appointment. And they could get, hi Carl, they could give me an appointment tomorrow. So I was hoping for an afternoon appointment so I could just go to Shanklin in the afternoon and stay there for the evening. And he's only got a 12:30 appointment. So I've got to be there at 12:30 and I'll be in Shanklin all afternoon tomorrow. So if anybody's around in Shanklin and wants to hook up, hi Leslie, wants to meet up and have a cup of coffee, I will spend some of the time in the Lime Tree, which is a lovely cafe in Shanklin, and I was in there today. I had my lunch in there, and I've just noticed that somebody, Sarah, she said she thought it was me in the cafe but didn't say hello to me because she didn't want to interrupt what I was doing. If you do see me out and about, folks, please do say hello to me, even if it's just a quick wave. I love to meet the people that I'm connected with on social media. Right, Melanie needs to go because she's got her grandchildren there. Not to worry, you go and you get them sorted. I know what it's like. I was with my grandchildren last week, and I'm having the floats assemble in Popham Road. Right, okay, I'll have to look up Popham Road and see where that is. Scotland. So are you in Scotland at the moment, Melanie? Is that what you mean? I need to go here. Oh, right. Okay. I think you're in Scotland. Yes. So anyway, where was I? I got totally confused as to what I was doing. Oh yes. So I went. I live streamed the carnival today. And then I sort of decided that go and have a little look down go to some of the shops in Regent Street, which I did. And I was on one side of the road. No, Bill and you just got back with them. Okay, right, lovely. So they've come back with you to stay with you. That sounds like fun. Anyway, yes. So I was in Regent Street and I noticed the That's Party shop, and I thought, I'm going to go in and have a look. And I went in and I had a look, and I bought myself some Minnie Mouse ears. So that's why. And in fact, when I walked in the shop, there was a lady behind the counter, and I thought, 2 weeks with you. Wow, you're going to have fun. I expect. How old are they, Melanie? I know that my grandchildren, when I'm with my grandchildren, I end up totally exhausted. I love it, but I'm totally exhausted. Mine are twins of 11, 8, an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old, and I've just thrown my pen on the floor. Whoops, like you do. And I love it, but I get so exhausted. Hi, Jen. Jen's there looking in. Jen is one of the lovely ladies who run the Ladies Go Live group. # Ladies Go Live. I think that's right. Have I got it right? I have got it right, Jen, haven't I? I think so. 13 and 11, right. So they're still pretty exhausting at that age. I hope you've got lots of things lined up for them to do. With the girls, of course, I've just taught my grandchildren to knit, and I'm very pleased with the results of that. So, that's warmed the cockles of my heart, as I say. So anyway, yes, so I went in. Yeah, that's it. Thanks, Jen. I do get confused very easily, you see, as you know by now, because you know me well enough. Yes, 3 lovely ladies who do the Ladies Go Live. And so any more people want to find out about that, put the hashtag, drop that in. Jen, can you just drop in the hashtag and the Ladies Go Live, and then everybody can follow it and see. You've got a 17-year-old as well, but he's working. Oh, right, okay. And there's lots of love coming in there. Thanks, Jen. I can see that you're sending me lots of love there, lots of thumbs up or whatever. So that's nice. Nice to see. Hi, Lynn Bell. Oh, the other mad Lynn, Mrs. Lynn B. Sorry, Lynn. You're not really as mad as me. But, when I saw you last, you had my Carmen Miranda hat on. So today I've got my Minnie Mouse ears on. It's got to be done, hasn't it? I think I should be in the carnival rather than live streaming it. But there you go. Who would live stream? Anyway, so, hello. There we go. There are a lot of mad people around. And I don't know if I've told you before, but in the Ryde train station, I went to buy a ticket one day, and the lady behind the counter said to me, "Oh, it's the mad lady. So now when I go in and out there, I say, hello, it takes one to recognise one. And I think she's as mad as me. But never mind, it pays sometimes to be mad and wacky. And I'm not going to change anytime soon. So there you go. Anyway, so I went into the party shop and I had a look around and I bought myself some little treasures. I love sparkle. As lots of you will know, I love sparkle. You can never have too much sparkle. And I had been running out of the sparkle spray that I put in my hair for special occasions or any fun occasions. And I found some silver glitter for my hair. So I bought myself some, it was a little present to me time. Actually, my sister gave me some money yesterday for my birthday. My birthday's not till September. But I said, no, wait. She said, no, I'll forget about it. So she gave me some money for my birthday. And so I've spent some of it today on my, what else would you buy yourself? Minnie Mouse ears, glitter hairspray. And then I bought some ribbon. Hang on, I'll show. Hi, Ian. Whoops, hang on, I'm coming back. I bought some ribbon. I haven't got the ribbon here beside me. It's downstairs. But it's this sort of ribbon. It was this sort of thick ribbon there. And I'm going to be doing a lot of craft work. And I got some ribbon and I got some purple ribbon and some turquoise ribbon. I'm going to be doing a lot of craft work and I got a very good deal on it too. And the lady who's now running that shop, she's only been running the shop for 3 weeks, but I knew her from all the wedding shows. She's a lovely lady who does a magical mirror, so you can hire this magical mirror to have at functions and weddings, and you can have your picture taken and doing all sorts of things. Thank you for that's right, ladies go live. There we are, look. So Jen has put up the link there. If any of you want to know about that and have a look in and see what those lovely ladies are doing, then please follow that, because it's fun, and they now follow me and I follow them, and we all have lots of fun. So there we are, and we'll get more ladies going live. And as I say, my hairdresser did the live broadcast today, so I was thrilled to bits to see her doing that. I'm trying to get lots more people going live. It's a greatly underused tool. I was in lovely I told you I was in the Lime Tree Cafe having my lunch today, and I was giving them some top tips on social media, because I am a social media manager for other people's accounts, but I also teach social media. But I was giving them lots of top tips as to how to get found more. And I gave them a little push on their Twitter feed, and I gave them a TripAdvisor review, and I did various things. But I said, you need to go live. You need to do some live. So I'm going to work on that one too. Oh, Jen. Jen, your birthday probably then is just before mine. So you're at the end of August and I'm into the beginning of September. So, birthday season is upon us. I expect there's always somebody who's got a birthday. And I'm not like the Queen. I don't have 2 birthdays. I only have one. So my birthday is, I should have been born on August the 15th. But I am the late Mrs. B. I'm late at birth, and I've been late ever since. I am one of those who squeaks in at the last minute. So my birth, instead of being one of the youngest in the school year, I was one of the oldest in the next school year. So I'm just into September. Oh, that's right. That's it. It's lots of fun, isn't it, Jen, doing the live stream, and getting the confidence. People look and think, oh, I can't do that, she's too confident. If they could see our early live streams, they would realise that we too had to start somewhere. And I'm going to find a link to a video somebody took of me when I won my award. It's buried behind there now. When I won an award in 2010, somebody interviewed me, and that talking to the camera, my goodness, I looked like a rabbit caught in the headlights. I looked so scared, and I need to find that now and show people that, hey, this is how I was when I was young, and some of my early some of the early things. Yes, and do you ever look back at them, Jen, and see the early ones? Because as I say, I was looking at some. I did a 30-day video course. That so a 30-day video challenge somebody was trialing, and I thought, I know video's the way forward, I've got to do this, and I did it, and I was fine. Somebody attacked me, you know, one of those not very nice people attacked me and told me that I was ridiculous and I was the laughing stock. I just turned that round and said, glad you had time to watch my videos, glad I'm making people laugh. Laughter's the best medicine. Yeah, I only went back to have a look the other day, Jen, just because people seem to be thinking that, you know, we were yes, I was Periscope too initially, and Blab. Did you ever do? You must have done Blab as well, Jen, probably. But you know, I want people to realise that actually we had to make that progression ourselves. Otherwise, they think that we're always as confident as we are now. So yes, Periscope. Occasionally, I have popped onto Periscope more recently, of course, because that has the global audience. I used to do more Periscope, and then I wanted the more local audience, which I could reach better through Facebook. How did I get on with my 9-inch plate garden? Well, that's a good question, Janet, and I shall tell you. I don't know, because what happened... So, sorry, we're going off on another tack now, but it's great because I love you all interacting, folks. It's wonderful. I submitted... So this was one of the entries of the 9-inch plate. A garden on a 9-inch plate. It's not on its plate now, but it was on a 9-inch plate. And this was an entry... I rehashed something that I'd done for the county show, and I changed it so that it fitted on a 9-inch plate. That was one of them. And hang on, I'm just going to get the other one. I can see it over here. Whoa. Good job, I've got a wheelie chair. I have a wheelie chair, so I can whiz away and whiz back again. This was the... oh dear, Mary's doing a nosedive. This was the other one. And of course, lots of you will know, or some of you will know, that I put Mary quite contrary. Whoops, her pretty maids I think they need some water. Look, they're wilting. They've all dived over. Never mind, we'll put that down there. But I made Mary quite contrary for the county show, and then I saw this competition the following week that was a garden on a 9-inch plate. And Mary's garden, look, this bit happened to be 9 inches across. So I stitched it all onto a plate, look, and entered it into the competition. And I had to take it to the library and leave it at the library. I wasn't going to be around for the actual day of the competition, but you could take your entries to the library. So I took it to the library. I saw the librarian and I said, I'm bringing these here. I filled out the entry forms. I put the entry forms, there were 2 entries. Hi Jane, 2 entries. So I put an entry form by each one. Silly mistake, I should have stuck them on because I don't know whether they ever got there. But on the Monday afterwards, I went to collect them back and a lady said to me, oh, yes, I rang you this morning, didn't I, to tell you to come and get... I said, no, nobody rang me today. And when I looked, there were a whole pile of entries in a box with their entry forms all attached to them. And then there was mine sitting over there. So whether mine ever even made it to the competition, I don't know. But, you know, it's not worth worrying about. Either they did or they didn't. You know, life goes on. So, but I had fun doing it. You know, it amused me and it amused some of you. But as I say, those flowers look like they need a drink of water now. Look, they're dying. Anyway, today I've been on the bus over to Shanklin to go and live stream the Children's Carnival. And on the way over there, I was knitting a meat pie. Sorry all you vegetarians out there, but it was a meat pie, and it's one of those pies that's got a lattice on the top, but I actually made a mistake on it, and I had to start unpicking it and start going again, you know. So Even the most experienced knitters do have troubles sometimes, but you know, it keeps me out of mischief, or sometimes it gets me into more mischief. I don't know, but but I have to tell you a little story about the bus driver. I don't know, some of you were in my broadcast last night, and some of you will be aware that yesterday I decided to I didn't decide, but I happened to be wearing half a cup of coffee, because what had happened, I'd got myself a cup of coffee while I was waiting to have a blood test, and it was not a non-fasting, it wasn't a fasting blood test, so I was able to have a cup of coffee, and the lid hadn't been properly put on, and I went like that and spilt half the coffee down my front, and it was a lovely white blouse. It was a bit lacy, like it was lacy all over. This one's just lacy at the top, that one was lacy all the way down, but I was wearing a lovely brown patch like this across there. I told you all that last night. What I forgot to tell you was that I had a lot of banter with the bus driver. I live on the number 37 route, and the 37 has regular drivers, probably because it's an older people's, you know, more elderly people live on this estate. I'm not saying that I'm the, you know, well, I am in that elderly bracket, but you know, there are a lot of elderly people, and so having regular drivers, I think, is a good plan. Anyway, these drivers, we get to know them, and they get to know us by name as well. And I had some banter with the driver because I got this big brown patch all over. And then I realised that actually I was flashing my chest at the bus driver. Maybe not the best thing to do, but it ended up in a whole load of banter. I said, I'm going to go. Hi, Matt. I said, I'm going to go quick because I think this conversation is going to get me into trouble. Well, the same bus driver picked me up today. Went for the number 37 on my way to to get down to Ryde bus station to get to Shanklin, and the same bus driver, and he made reference to my blouse, and I thought, oh no, I really have got myself into trouble now. I must stop doing things like that. But today I have not been wearing my coffee on my blouse today. Pretty unscathed, fortunately, today. But that was just something that amused me. Anyway, Matt, are you going to be at Shanklin tomorrow? I'm going to ask Matt this. He's just come into the broadcast. Matt is part of the Newport Carnival Committee. And of course, tomorrow is Shanklin Carnival, and Shania's already been in the broadcast and said, see you tomorrow. Matt, will I see you tomorrow? I hope I will. Because I will be streaming the Shanklin Carnival tomorrow night. I think that's 7 o'clock start off. So looking forward to that. So anyway, I started off on one tack, and you will be to see you there. Absolutely, that's good. It's so nice to have so many friends all around. It's just great. And every day I'm meeting new people, making new connections. The network's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's great, and lots and lots of connections. So anyway, I had some notes. I don't know whether I've read any of my notes. Oh yes, I told you about the party shop. So the lady in the party shop was somebody I'd met, and she said, oh, hello Lynn, how are you? And we had a chat, because of course one of the things I do is I like to highlight local businesses as well as local charities and local events. And she's just, so we had a chat. She took the shop over 3 weeks ago, so very, very new into that business. And so I said I'd give it a shout out. I'd do some sharing. Actually, let's see. Oh, I wonder if I can find it quickly. Let's see if I can find it. We're going to do some love sharing. Let's do some love sharing of this one, because I do like it if you help me share the love. It's nice. It's great. But I don't know if I've got the right title. I should have looked this up before. Have I got the right place? The party shop, but have I got the right party shop? Oh yes, it looks like I've got the right party shop. That was good. Let's see. I think this is, yes, it is. Yes, I know it's the right one because it's got the same logo that was above the shop. So I've got that one right. That's good. So let's give this a. I certainly can, Janet. I will give you the carnival list. Yes, or unless one of my lovely people like Matt. Matt, are you? Oh no, I can't. I don't know if I can do it on here. I'll do it to you privately, Janet. Because I don't think I can I can't put a picture into these comments. I will. I'll send it you privately. There we are. That's the party shop. Can everybody give a bit of love to the party shop? And I want you to give a bit of love to the Lime Tree Cafe. Let me do this one. Whoops. So there we are. This is a great way. Let's do a bit of love sharing here, shall we? The Lime Tree Cafe. And as I say, if anybody's around in Shanklin in the afternoon tomorrow, come. I'm going to be in the Lime Tree. Probably have my late lunch in there like I did today. So and they're lovely, the ladies who run this shop. And if you click on this, you'll see the ladies who run the shop because their pictures are on the top of their Facebook page. So there we are. So let's give them all a bit of love. So if everybody can help and share, that would be fantastic. So what else have I been doing? Oh yes, this morning before I went out, I finally remembered my lilac lil has needed some repairs to the handle. I did repair it the other day. It had foam around the handle where I hold on to it, and a little while ago the foam all disintegrated. It came off, so I had to take it off and I had to repair it. So I went to Hurst's, because they say try Hurst first, and I got some foam that lags pipes, that sort of pipe lagging, and that did the job for 91p, rather than sending off to the people who made my trolley, and it would probably cost a lot more than 91p. So I did that. But of course, when you use pipe lagging, that foam has a split in it so that you can put it round the pipes. You can lag the pipes with it. And of course, as I was holding it, it split. And so it sort of, the first attempt wasn't a very good attempt. But because when I bought the pipe piece, it was very long. Hi, Tina. And Tina runs a lovely shop in Union Street. See, I give all these people a shout out when they come in the broadcast. Tina runs a lovely shop at the bottom of Union Street in Ryde Bellissima. Lots of lovely clothes and fashion items in her shop, and I have done some live streams, and I shall have to share that out. So actually, tell you what, let's give her page a love as well, because we're in a loving mood today. So well, not that we aren't always, but is this the right one? Let's see. Hang on. Is this? Let's see if I've got the right. Hello, David. Hello, Joe. Here we are. This is the one. So let's give some love to this page. I'm asking you to give love to lots of pages. Let's go here. So there we are. Tina, look, there's a shout out for Tina's shop. So lots and lots of shout outs tonight. So yes. So my shopping trolley, the handle needed a repair, and because when I come home, my flat sits on the top of two garages. So to get into my flat, I open my front door and the stairs come up internally between the two garages. So Lilac Lil stays at the bottom of the stairs and I come up. So of course when I come in, I leave her down there. Lilac Lil being my trolley, folks, for those of you who don't know. And some people say I'm off my trolley, but actually, no, it's my shopping trolley. It's like a walker as well. It helps me with my walking. So leave it down the bottom of the stairs. And so every time I come home, I forget that the handle needs repairing. And so until yesterday, all the foam came off and I was just left with the bare handle, and that rubs on my hands a bit. So I had time today, so I found the spare piece of foam, because when I mended it before, the shop cut the foam, so I had a long piece that I put on the handle, but this time I used a short piece and it was long enough to go on there. And this time I taped it round, not with yellow tape. Taped it round so that it won't come. So I'm hoping I've done a good job today. So that was, that was a Lilac Lil sorted. You want a shout out to Monkey Haven? Let's do a shout out to Monkey Haven. Have you been there today? Are you working there, Joe? What's your connection? I would do it anyway, but let's do a big shout out for Monkey Haven, which is one of the Monkey Haven is one of the attractions on the Isle of Wight, And of course, you know I love to promote all these things, all the good things about the Isle of Wight. So let's see if we can find that. So Joe, are you working there, or you just like the place? Let's give it a shout out. And everybody who's in the broadcast, please, can you like some of these pages for me? You work there, right? Okay. What role have you got there? What do you do? Do you feed the monkeys, or do you feed the people, or what do you do? I've been there. I haven't been there for a long time. I should go there and live stream, shouldn't I? I went there when it was very new, and they hadn't got a huge amount of stuff there. So maybe I need to go back. And look, are you enjoying working there? I hope you are. I have great memories of Joe blowing up balloons. You work in the tea room, so if I come there and I come and have a cup of tea, I shall see you. I have great memories of Joe doing balloon modelling down on Ryde Seafront. But I know Joe from, I don't know where we first met Joe. Do you remember? I don't know. And I know various connections. But anyway, sometimes I forget where we ever... It's the best place. You enjoy working there. That's good. I'm enjoying that. Anyway, so lots of shout outs for lots of people. Talked about the carnival that I went to live stream. And you know, the carnival was at... what time was it? It was 2 o'clock, the carnival, and I didn't get home till 10 o'clock. You're more than welcome, Joe, because I seem to get diverted, don't I? And I have, you know, there's nobody at home waiting for me, so my time's my own, and it's one of the really upsides of being single, that I can please myself totally what I do and when I do it. So I was coming back from Shanklin, got the number 3 bus, and was to Ryde. When I got to Tesco's, I decided to get off and go and do some shopping because I could. And then I decided, no, before I did some shopping, I decided to go and have a cup of coffee in the coffee place there. So I did that, and it was a bargain. Well, I didn't have coffee; I had tea. It was a bargain, £1 in Costa Coffee. Can't believe it, but it's a Costa Coffee that's in Tesco's. And I said, "How come it's only £1?" And she said. I'll look at that. Sorry, Janet. I'll look at that in a minute. I'll finish this and then I'll look at what you're saying, because sometimes I struggle to multitask. Sometimes I manage it. Sometimes I don't. And so the tea was only £1, and apparently in most Costas it will be more than £1. But because Costa took over the concessions in Tesco's, and the tea used to be £1 in the previous concession, they kept it at £1. So I was absolutely delighted. And so, you know, so I had a lovely cup of tea. And in fact, it was a pot, and it did more than one... No, it was... Yes, it was a pot. It did more than one tea. Same in the Lime Tree. I bought a pot of tea in there, and I got about 3 cups out of theirs. So, you know, I do like to get a good deal where I can. So anyway, so I had... So in Tesco's, I had a cup of tea. Then I did some shopping. And then I decided to sit down... When I'd paid for my shopping, sit down on the seats, the other side of the checkout. Because I do this sometimes. I just sit down there and do some social media, or do some phone calls, or do... So it was my office desk for about... I think I was probably sitting there for well over an hour. And while I was sitting there, lovely Billy came along. Billy being one of the councillors from Ventnor. Billy is also now a presenter on Vectis Radio. And so he sat down and had a chat with me before he went on his merry way. He was going to catch a bus, but he was going in the opposite direction from me. So he was going to Ventnor, and I was going back into Ryde. And so I carried on doing my work when he'd gone. And then finally, I went and got the bus. But just as I was about to get on the bus, my son did a video. My older son did a video call with me. Just as the bus was arriving, so I messaged him. I said, I'll ring you, you know, back. So I did. I called him. I stopped when I got to Ryde. I stopped at the bus station, and rather than get on the bus and go home, I sat on a bench, because it's so lovely there this time of the evening. Sat on a bench and had a video call, and number 9s came and went and came and went. And so eventually he decided he wanted to go and have his dinner, and I decided I really ought to get on the bus and come home. And that's why I didn't get home till 10 o'clock, and that's why I wasn't ready to broadcast until 10 past 10. So there we go. So that was my busy day. That's, you know, explanations as to why I'm wearing Minnie Mouse ears. And so anyway, I did the reading out of Butterfly Whispers. Let's finally have some things out of my new little book, When Life Gets You Down, Keep Dancing. And it says on the back, those who wish to sing always find a song. And life isn't always sunshine and roses, but with the right attitude, no challenge is too big and no positive thought too small. These inspirational quotes will keep your worries at bay and have you smiling, laughing and dancing in the rain in no time. And it's very true. They really are uplifting because, as I said, I've got a lot of rubbish going on in my personal life, you know, some issues that need sorting out. But, you know, it's not going to get me down. There's so many things here to uplift us. It says, the best way to cheer yourself up is to try and cheer somebody else up. And that is so true. You know, when I've done that, I found it's uplifted me as well. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Oh, the first one was a Mark Twain quote, and this one is a Theodore Roosevelt. And then this one does. Oh, I've lost my little markers. Never mind. This one says doesn't have anybody's name assigned to it. Take more chances, dance more dances. And then when life looks like it's falling apart, it may be just falling into place. That's Beverly Solomon. Let's have a look. Ride the energy of your own unique spirit. That's Gabrielle Roth quote. We can't always choose the music life plays for us, but we can choose how we dance to it. And yes, I could get up and dance, but I'm not going to at the minute. And this one I love. Life is a great big canvas and you should throw all the paint on it you can. That's Danny Kaye. And pearls don't lie on the seashore. If you want one, you must dive for it. So, there we go. Let's see. Life is a hell of a lot more fun if you say yes rather than no. And that's Richard Branson. And Hans Christian Andersen quote, just living is not enough. One must have sunshine, freedom, and a little flower. But I've got 3. Whoops. And they're back to front. I've got 3 little flowers there. I've got more to do because I've got an order for 10 sunflowers I've got to knit, so I must crack on and get some of those done. Oh, excuse me. That's only part of the small list of many, many things I've got to knit. Anyway, when this is Elvis Presley said, when things go wrong, don't go with them. And then this one, there's lots of little owls here. This owl is called Josie, I think, and Josie appears in lots of these little books. And this says, do more of what makes you happy. And what makes me happy is joining with my lovely network of people, my lovely audience, all you lovely people here. That's one of the things that makes me happy. Knitting makes me happy. Time with my lovely members of the family makes me happy. Lots of things make me happy. Wearing Minnie Mouse ears makes me happy. So, you know, I could do that. Who was it? Somebody yesterday said, what hat was I going to be wearing when I live streamed last night? I don't think... Oh, we lost connection for a minute. Sorry, folks. Anyway, I think it's probably time that I wound down the broadcast. So tomorrow evening, I won't be at home doing a 10 o'clock broadcast because I will be out doing the live stream earlier. So I doubt whether you won't get both. You'll get the Isle of Wight live carnival, and probably I won't even be home in time for 10 o'clock because when they do the carnivals, they close the roads and then the buses can't run, and then I have a long wait for a bus, and usually, you know, some shenanigans going on there. So I don't know what time I will be home tomorrow night, but I will be live streaming 7 o'clock tomorrow, God willing, on the Isle of Wight.live page. So, and I'm just going to look and see what Janet wrote. What did you... Not sure if you have been there, but our friend Chad Powell Photography is in Island Originals, Holliers. I haven't been to Holliers Park, not recently, but I am. It's on my to-do list, Janet, so I will go and have a look and see. I will certainly look it up as well. So there we go. Oh, wait a minute. Let's do... I tell you what, let's do a shout out for Holliers Park then as well, just before we go, because I can. Hang on. Because there's several concessions, different businesses at Holliers Park. And there's also a yellow bus there that is a tea room. They have a tea room, and I think it's called. Is it? Oh, there's. Hang on. Let's find the Holliers Park. And I think the tea room is the Bus Stop Cafe. I think here we are. This is Holliers Park. So let's just give you that link before I go. And I can feel my voice is just wearing out, so I think I better finish now anyway. There we go. There's the Holliers Park link. So if any of you lovely people in the broadcast can share all these things, all the all the links I did, if you could go back and click on all the links, folks, and give some love in all those directions, that would be great. So I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will see you, God willing, very soon. Bye for now.